Y'all probably already seen this, but here's a swell. My name is Matthew Shudola, and today I'm going to tell you life sucks. But sadly, for some people, life can feel like it's not even worth living, and so they decide to take their own life. And we've seen a scenario similar to this happen when a fellow classmate of ours, Peel, committed suicide earlier this semester. But sadly enough, this is not just an isolated case. Up to 45,000 people across America commit suicide per year, and this number is increasing. 1981, it was like 25,000, and in 2018, it was 45,000 plus, and it's just getting higher and higher. And in colleges themselves, 1 in 12 people decide to make a plan to commit suicide, and 1 in 14 of those people actually decide to go along with it. So there's a huge need, and one of the biggest problems is in and of itself is depression. There's a correlation statistic that says depression and suicide are crazy correlated. There was a statistical number that was telling like how people increased in age from like I believe 12 to 17. In depression, suicide also skyrockets exactly along with it. So they almost parallel each other in the data. Another thing that causes depression is loneliness. When you're a college student, maybe you're coming to a new country, maybe you're coming learning a new language, maybe you're leaving your family for the first time. You don't know anyone. You just feel lonely. You feel isolated. And there's a huge correlation between depression and that isolation. There's another correlation between hopelessness and just, yeah, basically a loss of hope. An example of this is when you're a college student with just like racking student debts just piling on you, and just you don't really know your job outlook. It's just, at least personally for me, it's quite bleak. Being a psychology major, I feel you feel hopeless. Luckily for y'all, there's a silver lining to all this, and that silver lining is mindful meditation. Apparently, there was a 10-week long study that shows that students who partook in the study after 10 weeks had diminished depression, they had diminished susceptibility to loneliness, and the hope and general outlook towards life skyrocket exponentially. And the study stated that the reason why the hope skyrocketed is because what meditation does. Meditation, if done properly, makes you aware of the present moment. Anxiety is looking to the future and just not knowing and makes you really anxious. And depression usually looking in the past and just like being mournful. But by meditating, you're worried about your breathing and it kind of disassociates you from the present. So now, what does the world look like if everyone meditates and like everyone isn't as depressed and suicide doesn't happen? A famous person who tried to commit suicide was Martin Luther King Jr. When he was younger, he tried to jump out a window. Thankfully, he was unsuccessful. And can you imagine what the world would be like without Martin Luther and all his contributions to our society currently? A second person is Robin Williams. Unfortunately, Robin Williams was successful in his attempt, and at least personally for me, I remember coming to America and I used to rewatch two movies. I was learning English at the time. I was watching Pirates of the Caribbean and Mrs. Doubtfire. So Robin Williams always held like a special place in my heart. And finding out that he died really left like almost like a hole, kinda. I was just really sad. But that hole is left in families throughout the world when their loved ones or just anyone commits suicide. That hole is the ramifications, just butterflies effects, and just is felt throughout everyone. Luckily for us, there are some actions you can take in regards to this. The first action you could do is meditate around 20 minutes a day. Maybe breakfast, and maybe even if you like, if you're an overachiever, you could do 20 minutes in the afternoon or before you go to bed. The second thing is to just clear your mind. By meditating, you'll be able to clear your mind and really get in the present. And you could also say mantras, which are like just something that's deep and personal, like kind of like identifies you as your, it defines your identity. But mantras also could be like positive words, like the law of attraction. You like say something into existence if you want something truly. The third thing you can do is download the meditation app. It's called Calm, and I'll go through with you the whole everything in regards to how to meditate, how long, everything. It's a really great app. I highly suggest it, and it's free, so don't have an excuse. Um, so overall, college kind of freaking sucks. You're tired, you're sleep deprived, you're hungover, tests, debt are just piling up, and up, and just horrible. But what meditation does is it can help you, give you a medium in which to unfog the dank lenses of life and show you hope. So that's my little spiel, my speech. Hope you like it. Don't forget to subscribe and like. Yep, thank you.